All right. Hello, my M5/1 and 5/6. This is literally 1 a.m. for me. So this is 1 a.m. for me, and I'm having a cup of coffee. Yeah, I'm having coffee at 1 a.m. Oh, okay. So we are supposed to have our online real-time class, but I understand that the boys have got their training today. And so it would be a little bit unfair to have the class with the girls only and then nothing with the boys. So I'm going to pre-record this lesson, and then you guys will complete the work that I'm going to go over. After you're done with the work, okay, this is what we're going to do, okay? Let me put full screen properly. Okay, sorry, one more time. So I'm going to go over page 44 and 45. If we have any awkward pauses, it's because I'm drinking coffee. So I'll be sipping on my coffee and we'll have awkward pauses here and there. Or maybe sometimes if we have awkward pauses, it's because I'm like sleepy, but I'm drinking coffee. Okay. Oh, there we go. I've already started acting weird. So we're going to do page 44 and 45. In your books, please complete exercise 1, exercise 2, exercise 3, exercise 5, exercise 6, vocabulary exercise 1 and 2, and then on page 45, exercise 5. I'll go over the exercises with you. If we were meant to have only on demand, I would have just shared the PowerPoint. However, the requirement is for us to still have a form of online I've already started online online real time. So I'm just going to do online pre-recorded. Okay, now let's start. Okay, so when you guys are done with the exercises, how many exercises do you have to do? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. When you're done with all 8 exercises, please take a photo in your book and then upload the photo in our line group, and I will record 2 points for you. Okay, so this is 2 easy peasy points. Now, our first exercise today is about grammar, past simple and present perfect tense. We actually did this. However, when we did this, we did the tenses separately. I remember we did past simple, and then at some point we did present perfect. I remember last term we did present perfect. So now we have to do both in this lesson. And because it's grammar, I will just quickly go over it real quick, just a real quick few minutes recap. So we use the past simple when we talk about things that happened in the past. They are done with, okay? Things that happened, and we are now referring to those things using a finished time, all right? And we said the grammar rules for past simple: subjects, I, you, we, he, she, they, or the name of the person. And verb ed, if that is regular verbs. If it's irregular verbs, that depends on the verb itself, okay? So for example, past simple, I studied yesterday, okay? That's ed for regular verbs. Irregular verbs depend on the V1, so I could say, I sang yesterday. So past simple, we talk about complete actions, okay? That's past simple. Now, present perfect. There's a very, very small difference between the past simple and present perfect. We use the present perfect to talk about an action that happened in the past and it's still taking place right now. It is not yet complete. That's it. So one more time, past simple is used to talk about a complete action. It's over, it's done with. I always like to say finito, all right? And then present perfect, we are talking about an action that happened in the past and it's still ongoing. It's not yet finished, it's unfinished, okay? Um, for example, oh, I've worked as a teacher since 2011. I could say I've worked as a teacher since 2017. So past tense, we're talking about how I became a teacher, that's in the past. However, it's still ongoing right now. I am still your teacher. So I've worked as a teacher since 2017 for me. The grammar rules for present perfect: subject and have or has, and verb ed for regular. If it's irregular verbs, then again, it depends on the V1, okay? All right, so that's it. That's the simple recap. Past simple, again, one more time. Past simple is used to talk about things that happened in the past, complete actions, finished actions, finito, subject, I, you, we, he, she, they, and verb ed for regular verbs. Subject plus verb for irregular depends on the V1. Remember, V1 is infinitive verb or original verb, okay, before you do anything to the verb. Present perfect. Present perfect is used to talk about a past action that is still ongoing today, or an unfinished action. Subjects, I, you, we, he, she, they, have or has, and verb ed for regular. Irregular verbs depend. And then we have a chart here for irregular verbs just to give you guys more examples. Okay, so awkward pause. I want to taste my coffee and see if I can actually start sipping on it. All right, let's do this. Oh, perfect. All right. Okay, so now our first exercise, please complete this in your books. We have 4 sentences that will help us recap what I have just said, okay? So what I have just said is used as a recap in exercise 1. So while you guys are writing your wonderful answers, I am going to read the sentence examples, okay? So please write in your books A, B, A, B, and then I'm reading the sentence examples. I've just become a Mendez fan. So here we go. Subject, I, you, we, he, she, they, and then have or has. All right, so already that tells me that is present perfect. Number 2, the next day he checked his account. That is past simple. Mendez is young, but he's already achieved so much. He practiced every day. So this is how we use our past simple and present perfect. Past simple is used to talk about complete actions, and then present perfect, it's an unfinished action. It's an action that did happen already. It's in the past, but it's still ongoing. So please make sure you guys have these answers. You guys are going to send me photos of your work, okay? So please just make sure you do it as we go. If I am moving too fast, or if I'm talking too fast or doing the work a little bit too fast, you can just pause. It's pre-recorded. You can pause the video, write your answers, and continue, okay? All right, awkward pause while I have my wonderful coffee. I think my coffee, my coffee is gonna get cold. I was saying my coffee because I want to say it's getting cold and I want to say coffee at the same time. My coffee is gonna get cold before we're done. Okay, so here we go. So since we have done a quick recap of the use of present perfect and past simple, we now have to complete the following sentences with either past simple or present perfect, okay? And we have to use the correct format for all our sentences. So this is part of our sentence structure. Over here, we have the verb. Why am I saying I'm a lot? Okay, somebody is sleepy, but somebody has to do her work, and I am somebody. So we have the verb in brackets, and then we have to decide, are we going to complete the sentence using past simple or present perfect? All right, so what I will do, I will obviously show you guys the answers, and then I will explain just two sentences as to why it's either past simple or present perfect. If we were doing this together in the classroom, I would obviously ask you, why is it number one is past simple, okay? Why is it past simple? And I'll ask you number two, why is number two past simple? Number three, why is number three present perfect? So what I will do is that I will quickly explain number one, two, and three, why number one is past simple. Number one, Mike bought his ticket for the music festival 2 months ago. That's a complete action, okay? We only get information about how it took place 2 months ago. So that's definitely a complete action. The answer is bought, past simple. What is an irregular verb? Number two, he paid a lot of money for it. Nice and simple, he paid money for it. Okay, if we had further information, then maybe we could consider present perfect. But here it sounds like it's a complete action. That's it, that's past simple. Number three, he hasn't seen his favorite band live before, and so he's excited. All right, there we go. It means that this is about to take place or it's currently taking place. Therefore, the previous action is present perfect. It's an action that started, it's not yet complete. This boy or man is excited about seeing his favorite band live. The grammar rule, present perfect, subject, I, you, we, he, she, they. And here we have it in the negative form, hasn't seen. We have it in the negative form. Please finish the rest of the exercise, number 4, 5, and 6. Number 4, has offered. So we have has or have, which means this is present perfect, and VED, and this is present perfect, and this is past simple. Please write your answers in your books while I have an awkward pause as I sip on my coffee. This coffee is going to be cold real soon. I give it like 5 minutes and that's it. Oh my goodness. So after this recording, I'm obviously going to upload it, right? And then I'll message you guys in the morning, like, guys, your lesson is ready, do it. And please make sure you upload. So today's Thursday, right? Let me give you guys until tomorrow to complete the work. Yeah. Until Friday, end of day Friday. Because I'll only check like what, Saturday or something, since we are indoors. All right, I was just giving you guys time to complete the exercise. And then now we'll move on to exercise number 3. We often use the adverbs just, already, and yet with the present perfect, all right? So we use these adverbs to talk about a time frame, okay? We use them to talk about a time frame. So let me read the sentence examples over here. Zara has just sent me a text. So this means recently, okay? So we have adverbs that we use to talk about time frames. We've already learned how to record a singer. That means it's done with. I haven't had time yet. Have you started your school project yet? So we use the present. So when we use the present perfect, we use already when something has happened at some time before now. I already finished my studies. So that's complete. That's an action that has been completed before this conversation. B, we use just when something happened a short while ago or a short time ago. I just spoke to my friend. It's something that happened not long ago. And so C, we use yet in questions. We also use it in questions. And we also use it when we when we're using simple sentence structures or forming simple sentence structures. So we have adverbs to talk about time frame when we are using the present perfect. Please make sure you have these answers in your books, because when you guys upload your photos in our line group, I'm honestly going to check like, okay, did Upper do exercise 1, 2, 3, 4? I will definitely check, okay? If you do the work, but you do not complete all the exercises, you'll get 1 point. If you do the work and you complete all the required exercises, you will get your 2 points. Of which this is easy peasy. I know that the difficult part is having to listen to my voice for like 30 minutes straight. That's the difficult part. Otherwise, we're just going over a pre-recorded lesson and I'm explaining everything. I'm giving you guys the answers. I'm having my cup of coffee before I sleep. I don't know how that's gonna work. So the only difficult thing about this lesson is having to listen to my voice for 30 minutes straight. That is stressful. I'm very sorry for your ears. I apologize. Everybody, I'm really sorry for your ears. You guys have to listen to my wonderful, squeaky, cute voice. All right, exercise 5. There are mistakes in each sentence, okay? Obviously, for this exercise, it would make more sense if we were having our real-time class and I would ask you guys, or I'll give you guys clues and tell you what you have to look out for each sentence. What I will do is that I will read the original sentence, which has a mistake. And then I will show you guys the answer with the correct sentence structure and you guys do the writing, okay? So I will read the original, which has the mistake, and then I'll show you guys the correct sentence and you write as we go. Number 1, I just seen your advertisement. Oh, okay, yeah, accurate. I wanted to go over this word, okay? I wanted to go over this word real quick. Oh, thank goodness, I thought I was gonna forget. Thank you, Coffee, for making me not forget. So I have heard some people, this is why I always say, with learning, you never stop. You always have to learn, you always learn. You find that people pronounce words differently. And so, I grew up saying advertisement. I've actually heard people say advertisement. However, I've also heard some people say advertisement. I've heard people say advertisement. I say advertisement, all right? So if some of you pronounce the words differently, all right. But again, that's it with languages. Things always change. So again, for those of you that are learning other languages, just know that pronunciations for some words, they don't necessarily change, but other ways of pronouncing words become tolerable. People can accept the way we pronounce other words, okay? So I grew up pronouncing this as advertisement. However, I've heard some people say advertisement, okay? All right, let's continue. Number 1, I just seen your, I'm going to stick to advertisement. The correct sentence should be, I have just seen your advertisement. Number 2, yesterday, I have bought a new album. Number 2, please cancel have. Number 3, a new student, Maria Vaz, have joined our class. Please replace have with has. Number 4, did you already decide to buy the festival ticket? Number 4 should be, have you already decided to buy the festival ticket? Number 5, I haven't seen the clip yesterday. Oh, wow. Number 5 should be, I didn't see the clip yesterday. I didn't see the clip yesterday. Number 6, I didn't see the band play there yet. Number 6 should be, I haven't seen the band play there yet. Please make sure you have these answers because, I always tell myself I'm not gonna sing in every class and then I always fail. I always end up singing somehow. No regrets. All right. Oh, the coffee is starting to kick in. Oh, all right. Yay. Okay, so now we're at number 6. The coffee is starting to kick in. I'm a little bit I don't want to stand up. My coffee is getting cold. I want to warm it up. But I'm thinking by the time I stand up, go to the kitchen, and then come back again, we're losing time. I'm not about to pause this lesson. So so it seems that I had hot coffee, and then now I have room temperature coffee. And in about 5-6 minutes, my coffee is going to be cold. That's how we like it. All right, so the coffee is starting to kick in, and now I'm getting all the energy, which is horrible because that means I'm going to sleep so late. That means I'm going to sleep. It's 1 a.m. Okay, I'm going to message you guys at 7:30 or 8 o'clock. Okay. Oh my gosh, this is 1:15 in the morning. And then, because the thing is that I have this, maybe some people are like this. This is very, very, very common for people that are born in September. Moi, I know Moi will understand 5/1. If I need work done, then I'm going to get work done. I could have slept earlier and then woken up like 6 a.m. and then recorded, but I would not have slept properly. I would have been thinking about this, like, oh, Sharon, you could have just recorded it. And now look, I'm recording at 1:15 and the coffee is starting to kick in, which means I'm probably going to sleep like 3 a.m. and I'm going to wake up and message you guys. So anyways, I hope you guys are done writing number 1 up to 6, okay? Let me sip on my room temperature coffee. Oh, yay. Oh, no, it's the coffee. I'm saying, oh, yay to the coffee. All right, exercise number 6. Pupa, if you're laughing at me, -1. Exercise 6, we have to complete the sentences with the present perfect form of the verbs. So of course we have the verbs here. However, we have also been given the adverbs, okay? So now we have to complete the sentences using present perfect and the adverbs. This is quite simple. So because already we have completed exercise 4, 3, 2, 1. This is just to drill it in our brains on how the present perfect works. So me being the, not me blowing my own horn. So me being the sweet, kind teacher that I am to my M5s, I will simply annoy you guys and read number 1 up to 3, okay? While you guys write the answers in your books, or the easiest approach is to pause this video and write your answers. Number 1, I've just seen an advertisement for the X Factor. I think I'll apply. So generally, the idea here is for you to complete the sentences using present perfect. Remember present perfect grammar rules. I, you, we, he, she, they, have or has, and VED for regular verbs, and then depends on the verb itself when it's past participle for irregular. And then of course, now we have our adverbs. The adverbs here are helping us with the time frame. Okay, that's it. That's the main idea, all right? So while you guys are writing your answers, let me continue reading the sentences for you with the correct answers. Number 2, some of the singers have already sung in front of a large audience. Number 3, they haven't announced who the judges are yet. Number 4, it's 2 hours to showtime and the performers have already put their costumes on. You know what? Number 4, I'm watching this series on Netflix. Oh my gosh, it's got performers as well. It's an American series. I already forgot the name. Because the thing is, what I do on Netflix, right, is if I just find something good, I'm just going to play it. Now, if you ask me, like, Sharon, what's the name of the series you're watching? I'm like, I don't know. I'm just watching it. So the series I'm watching right now has got performers and it's really nice. It's really interesting. It's got costumes in it. Pretty cool. All right, back on track. Number 5, Jack hasn't performed in public yet. Number 6, I'm laughing at myself because I have like 100 stories to tell you guys. Even when it's pre-recorded, I always have something to say. Number 6, Our town has just held its annual music festival. It was last week. Okay. If you need to pause, please pause the video. Otherwise, I will go to the next slide and let's keep the ball rolling. Okay, let's do it. Now, we're supposed to have a discussion, okay? We're supposed to talk to each other and I ask you guys questions. We talk about our favorite musicians. I'll ask you, have you listened to an artist on social media recently? I think the answer would be yes for everyone because you know social media is everywhere. Instagram, you can easily find your favorite artist. You scroll their Instagram and you can hear clips of their music. When did you last listen to music by your favorite artist? I'm gonna have to say I'm not so sure about favorite artists. And this is something I've noticed about you guys, like your generation, okay? The thing I've noticed about your generation is that you don't necessarily have a favorite artist. You have a favorite genre, like, oh, I like rock music, I like pop music, I like jazz. But I noticed, okay, a lot of times when I ask Matthew 2, Matthew 3, Matthew 4, who's your favorite artist? They really, 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 really have to think. Like, what are you thinking about? Just tell me your favorite artist. And they're like, oh, I like dance music, I like K-pop, or, you know. So I noticed for your generation, for you guys, you have a favorite genre or favorite type of music. And then when you're asked favorite artist, you guys are more open-minded. So you find that, for example, from Blackpink, maybe some of you don't actually like Blackpink, but you like 3 or 4 songs from them, right? And that's it, only 3 or 4 songs from them. And then you go to another group, another K-pop group, and you like 3, 4 songs from them. So it's something I like about your generation. You guys are more open-minded, even if it's such a small detail. You guys don't necessarily have favorite artists. You have favorite genre, and then you like different songs from different people. Okay, how many artists have you seen live? All right, very, very, very irrelevant for the last 2 years because of coronavirus. Okay, vocabulary word families. For this exercise, if we were having our real-time class, from 5/6, I was definitely going to choose bed, best babe. And then from 5/1, I was definitely going to choose the boys in the back. Who sits in the back? I've got Supermom. Who else sits in the back? They, Foon, all the bad boys in the back. I was going to choose people for this exercise. All right, for this exercise, we are basically doing what is known as word families. Word families talk about how you can have one word that we can format or conjugate and make it a verb and make it an adjective, okay? So we have some words that are just nouns. And then we have some words that we can format or conjugate from being nouns to being verbs, okay? All right, for example, here we have the word help. The word help is a verb. And then we can mess around with that word and make it an adjective. So while the word is a verb, it's also a noun. So the idea here is that you have a word that you can play around with, and that same word can be conjugated or formatted to an adjective or an adverb or a noun, right? That's the main idea. So now here we have got a noun, music, musician. Do we have a verb from this noun? No, but we have an adjective, and that adjective is musical. That's the idea. Just play around with the words that you're given. Do we have a verb for that word? Do we have an adjective for that word? Number 2, so the noun is performance or performer. The verb is perform. we do not have an adjective for that. Number 3, they gave us the verb advertise. So the noun would be advertisement or advertisement. Number 4, we have the noun entertainment, entertainer. The verb would be entertain. We don't have an adjective. No, we have an adjective for it, sorry. The adjective for that is entertaining. And then here, number 6, we have the verb for achieve. I think the noun would be achievements. And then number 7, we have the verb record. The noun would be record or recording. All right. So for the umpteenth time, please make sure you have these answers in your books. Okay, so now my coffee is starting to slow down. Give me a second. Let me chop down my coffee because now it's also like pretty warm. I wish you guys could see me, like I'm drinking coffee like this. So give me a second. Let's have an awkward pause. Let me down my coffee a little bit while you guys are writing your answers because my energy is like going down. It's like, what's the time now? It's 1:30 in the morning. And then I'll message you guys in the morning. Well, it's 1:30 during the night. And then I'll message you guys in the morning like, good news, I've uploaded your lesson. Love you guys. All right, 1 second. No, 3 seconds. Let me down my coffee. Dun, 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 dun. I want to burp, but it's not happening. Okay, it's not happening. All right, exercise 3, we were going to talk about a musician. Okay, we're just going to talk about a musician, or maybe particularly the musicians that are popular right now, especially for you guys, like musicians that are popular in Asia, musicians that are popular in America or any other continent. All right, okay. So let's continue. No, sorry, I was getting distracted. No, it's because we're almost done. Oh my goodness, we are actually almost done. So you guys, you should be done with exercise 1, exercise 2, exercise 3, exercise 5, 6, and vocabulary 1 and 2. Now, let's go on to page 45. On page 45, we're almost done, you guys. On page 45, we have to read this email, right? However, knowing that this is pre-recorded, I know that you guys are not going to do it. You're not going to read the email. So I thought, okay, to be realistic, let me just put the answers and let me work with the vocabulary that we have here. The highlighted vocabulary includes the words loads, great, mates, scary, had such a cool time. We're supposed to read the emails here and we learn about writing an email, etc. And then of course we match the highlighted words. Lots means lots. Frightening, scary, very good, great, friends, mates, enjoyed, had such a cool time. So what I'm going to do is that for now, due to online lessons, I feel that an email activity is not ideal because you guys will spam my email. Okay, so you guys will end up spamming my email, and I don't want to do that at all. So what I'm going to do is that, yeah, we're supposed to go over how to write an email. This would have been perfect in the classroom, and we write in our books as if we are writing an email, right? We could have done that. So what I'm going to do is that I will spice things up a little bit. Okay, never mind exercise 4. Exercise 4, we're supposed to write the short forms for some of the words. For example, he has never been to a music festival, supposed to say he's never been to a music festival. And then we're going, W-E apostrophe R-E. This is quite easy. M1 students can do it. So never mind if I think that something is irrelevant or we don't get any knowledge from it. All right, let's keep it. Now, what I'm going to do for this activity, I would have loved to practice emails with you guys in the class. It's much easier. It's much better. I'm trying to avoid activities that require typing a lot. Why? Because some of you guys will copy paste, okay? So I'm really trying to avoid activities where you have to write a lot because copy paste is a thing. Now, what I'm going to do is that since sometimes I give a lot of work, I would like to stay in that same spirit and give more work. Yay! I would like to give you guys more work. Next week, okay? Next week. Next week, I am going to share 2 online articles, all right? I will share 2 online articles. The topics will be social, okay? Nothing political. We'll keep it nice and clean. The articles will be more social. And then from the 2 articles, I will assign people. It's individual work. It's individual work. But you guys are not going to choose that, okay, I want to do this article and not that article. No, 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 no. What's going to happen, I will explain further, okay? I'm just giving you guys an idea for now. What's going to happen is that, for example, article number 1, people that will do article number 1 are according to your student number, no, according to your class number. So number 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, 11, 13, 15, 17, 19, 21, etc. And then people that will work on article number 2, people whose class number is an even number, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. This way, people will not copy each other, okay? So I will assign you guys which article to read, all right? I'll share the links. You know, I always try to make things easier for you. I'll share the links. You read the article that I've told you to read. If you're number 1 in the class, you know you're going to do article number 1. If you're number 2, then you're going to do article number 2. If you're number 3, you're going to do article number 1. Number 4, article 2, okay? So odd numbers and even numbers. Read the article. After you read the article, I will give you questions to answer, okay? Questions about the article. I will give you questions about the article. Now, you will write your answers or practice, up to you. You practice, you write it on a piece of paper, you type it on your phone, type on the laptop, up to you. However, I don't want the answers typed. I need you to record your wonderful, wonderful, beautiful voices. So you will record yourself speaking as if you are doing a presentation, okay? You will not read the question. You will not read the question and say, okay, what is the name of the article? The name of the article is, The Zimbabwean Teacher is Awesome. No, you will just get into it. I'm like, the name of the article is Teacher Sharon is amazing. The article talks about this and this and this and this, as if you are presenting. My questions are just a guideline, okay? So this is just the idea. I will give you guys more information next week, okay? So this is our next 5 points. For now, let's focus on today's 2 points. Please make sure you complete all the work and upload a photo where you'd have completed exercise 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, vocabulary, and this vocabulary list. Take a photo, upload it in our line group, and that is it. You get 2 points, 2 easy peasy points. And then of course, next week, like I said, I will give you guys work for news analysis. I think I would like to work more on your analytical skills, okay? It's something I would like us to work on. As we get to M5, M6, I want us to improve our comprehension skills and our analytical skills more. And so this is the work I'll give you guys. All right, it is 1:34 for Teacher Sharon. I'm gonna stop this. Thank you guys so much. Do your work. Stay strong. We are all going through COVID collectively. If you have any problems with your work, like schoolwork, please talk to your homeroom teachers, get help from your friends. Of course, you guys have my line ID. You've got me on Instagram. You guys have me on Facebook. Message me, talk to me. If anybody needs extra time to do the work, talk to me, okay? Tell me. All right, guys. Adios. Love you so much. Let me upload this on YouTube and shower and sleep. All right. Stop share and finish.